Welcome, beautiful souls, to Token Tarot with Trinity. I'm going to do some token. If you're a 420 friend, I hope you're blazing along with me. Cheers. All right, let's get to the tarot. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little 3-card spread. Just what do we need to know in the highest good if you resonate at this point in time. Here's card 1. The 3 of Scoops. Card 2. The 5 of Strands. And card 3, 9 of Strands. You've set your sights on a goal and plan to manifest it, and now the 3 of Scoops is nudging you to build a team. Share your inspiration with others and seek partners who think differently than you, and say ahoy to a diverse crew of collaborators. And soon you'll be setting sail on an ocean of flavor in no time. You may be experiencing some sort of conflict within this group of collaborators, and it's important that everyone keep in mind the vision that y'all are trying to bring into fruition is more important than each individual person who is a part of this project and bigger than everybody's egos. So keep yourselves in check. Remember that all of you are going to have particular inner child wounds, insecurities, doubts, fears, etc., your own limiting beliefs that are going to cause your own blockages, and everyone else is going to have their own as well that can cause people to butt heads sometimes. So please remember, a heart space in your communication first is important, okay? An open mind is important in your communication when you're listening to people, again, who you intentionally created a group of people who think differently. Do you really think there's going to be no conflict? If you think there's going to be no conflict, then you don't know how to use common sense, okay? It's about how you prepare for conflict. Making sure everyone's on the same page in how to set a plan for conflict. How are we going to resolve these issues when they arise? What's our plan for communication? What's our plan for action if these sort of things happen? Personalities clash. It's literally a part of life, okay? But especially when you intentionally take people who think differently and you're working towards a similar goal, you are going to have people who, I'm hearing to say, try to lead and it's not their space to lead. Sometimes you have people who get stuck in procrastination, in hesitation, in fear, and work doesn't get done. And, a lot of times, sometimes there's just people who don't want to pick up their weight, all these sort of things. What's going to happen? What's the plan if these sort of things take place in your creative process with these other people? Here, the card is, no matter how hard you try to find your way, you're surrounded by shadows and illusion throwing you off your course. Although you may feel lost, remember that all you need is clarity. What is the source of your current conflict? Are you trying to solve the right problem? As tricky as it can be, it does indicate a great payoff if things can be resolved now. It's just a matter of deciding when you think it's worth it. One thing that I think is highly important as well is when you're trying to manifest a team, when you're trying to manifest your people, your circle, whether that's of friends, lovers, whatever, when you're trying to manifest people into your life, it's important to think about the types of people that you want to manifest into your life and the type of person you need to be to attract those people into your life. For example, if you want honest people in your life, then you should probably start by being an honest person yourself, right? If you want loyal people in your life, you should make sure that you are behaving loyally, right? If you want hardworking people in your life to be a part of your collaboration team, then you should probably make sure that if there's something that needs to be done, guess what? You're one of the first people rolling up your sleeves, baby. I feel like it's important to recognize where we have wounds within ourselves that can affect our ability to work with others. Whether, sometimes you have a hard time listening to others when they think differently than you, or maybe you have a hard time communicating your needs or your desires. Maybe you have a hard time speaking up when you need to because you are afraid of being seen. All of these different things and more, many, many more, can affect your ability to show up in a team or to lead one. Because if you're really a part of my collective, you are meant to lead this team. So there's additional pressure on you. But this is where I think right now you are being mentally, emotionally, and spiritually prepared with reparenting skills, because you're going to need them when you are the leader of a group of people. No matter how old the group of people are, guess what? You are dealing with children. Okay, as someone who has literally led groups of people multiple times, okay, whether that be in a workplace, in a personal environment, in friends, in school groups, okay, somehow I always end up being the leader and the mom of groups, okay, and I've also been the lead teacher of multiple 2-year-olds. Okay, I've also helped raise multiple children in my family and helped raise my parents. So when I tell you that children and adults act exactly the same, just one has bigger set of bones, it's the fucking truth. And if you are meant to be a leader of a community, you are going to have to understand you are going to need to be able to reparent other people. And in order to do that, you need to be able to reparent yourself. You are going to have to hold space emotionally for other people because they're going to come to you with their grievances and every little complaint that they have about every other person. They're coming to you. You're the leader. What the fuck else are they supposed to do? You need to practice healing your nervous system so you can deal with conflict and remain peaceful and grounded. You need to be able to remain grounded in your truth. You need to be able to stand on business. You need to be able to be a person who can say no. You need to be able to be a person who can make decisions. You need to be able to be a person who can, literally be a person who can be trusted by other people. You are being the one who's being trusted with leading this group of people towards reaching a specific goal. So what is that goal? And keep reminding yourself how that is always more important than any little daily frustration that you have trying to run this project, run these people. Please remember to take care of yourself because physical, mental, emotional, spiritual care is number one to be able to show up for other people. I feel like now is a good time to move on to the next card. Let's see. Every time you defeat a mini boss, you level up your power. And this card is reminding you to keep your head in the game. You may find yourself amongst intense challenges where the closer you get to finishing it, the more obstacles you face. This is going to pass and you are going to emerge even stronger. I feel like especially if you are the leader of a team of some sort of people, whether you're working towards some sort of entrepreneurial pursuit or creative pursuit or whatever it is, you are going to deal with some sort of restrictions, obstacles, and limitations, particularly probably financial restrictions. I feel like this is going to reach a collective of people who have a very big vision, a very big goal, but you have no fucking clue on how to get there. And one of your biggest obstacles and parts of your mindset right now is that because you don't have money, that's why this can't be done. I'm here to remind you that you have more access to resources and opportunities than you realize, but your limiting beliefs keep you from seeing them. So it's time to start focusing on what those limiting beliefs are so you can learn to release them, so you can pay attention to the things within yourself, within your life, and within your community, whether that's online or in real life, that you can have access to get yourself one step closer to your goal. Also paying attention to where simply, I know it sounds cheesy, but an attitude of gratitude will bring more things into your life for you to be grateful for, including the people, the resources, the energy, the idea, the money, whatever it is that you're looking for to get you from point A to point B. But you won't be in an energy or frequency to receive it if you're constantly stuck in fear of dealing with being a leader, fear of being seen, fear of being a decision maker, okay? Fear of being the one who is going to be seen as the bad guy sometimes because you got to say no. You got to pick and choose between ideas, which is going to be seen as picking and choose between people, all these different things. You are going to have to deal with being the one who has to put your foot down and stand on business for a group of people. And within a group of people, you're going to have to be both a protector and a provider of this group. You are going to have to care physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually for this group. And one of the reasons why you've been so frustrated, even though you might not even have this group in your life yet, but you're feeling the pressures, okay? Or maybe you're just seeing the beginnings of this group being built. This is because your soul knows the immense diamond that you are creating. And what makes a diamond? Pressure, okay? I literally wrote in a verse just yesterday, okay? It was, I'm making change like you bitches have never seen before. I'm applying pressure like you bitches never seen before. Like the type of change is making diamonds overnight. I'm showing you bitches how to change your fucking life. You heard it right. Like... Y'all are about to be the leaders of communities that are doing amazing things because you are amazing people and you have an amazing vision and you put in a lot of hard work. So let yourself receive the opportunities, the connection, the funding, work on those limiting beliefs and calming your nervous system so you can actually receive, believe, and achieve. I love you so much. Have a good one.